All right, good morning, everybody. 11:11 here. We are tracking Winter Storm Cooper. Meteorologist Mark Dixon is here. Also, Scott Haney will be heading out on the patio soon, and Bruce will be coming in. So the whole team will be tracking the storm for you. Let's take a look right now at what's going on out there in terms of what we're thinking for the peak of the storm. Anywhere from about noon, so almost now, until 8, 9 o'clock tonight. That's when we're talking about some of the high snowfall rates and also gusty winds. So snowfall rates could easily be 1 to 2 inches per hour. That could lead to near whiteout conditions, especially when you factor in the wind gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour. Some spots could even get higher than that. We've already seen gusts well into the 30 and even 40 mile per hour range already. So the storm will continue to get cranking. Periods of snow and wintry mix will be around later tonight, overnight, and into tomorrow. So we're still going to see some waves of precipitation tomorrow, but we are not expecting much more additional accumulation. Most of it, what falls out there, will be between now and about 11, 12 o'clock tonight. So the winter storm warning in effect for all of Connecticut as well as our surrounding states. Also a coastal flood advisory in effect tonight through early tomorrow morning for the immediate shoreline. As high tide comes in later on tonight into early tomorrow, we may be talking about some low-lying flood-prone areas dealing with some of that extra water, so just be mindful of that. All right, here is live early warning pinpoint Doppler. I'm going to send it over to Mark Dixon to take a closer look at what's going on. And Mark, we've really been seeing southern Connecticut getting these heavy snow bands.
Yeah, indeed. You see the darker shades of blue, and we certainly have snow up across northern Connecticut, but it's across the southern tier of our state where the heaviest currently is ongoing. As we take a little bit closer inspection here, along 95 from, say, Guilford through Madison and Clinton, east to Old Saybrook, Old Lyme, where 95 meets up with Route 9, very heavy snows. We head farther west along 91 in and around the New Haven metro area. You see those dark shades of blue working from southeast to northwest. So this is the snow that's going to greatly reduce visibility. And in around the Hartford metro area, snow certainly coming down, just not quite to the intensity yet that we're seeing throughout southern Connecticut. So that is going to be something that we're going to be monitoring all day long, is those bands of heavy snow to our south lifting to the north. So if it's not snowing too terribly heavy in your community where you are now, say across northern Connecticut, it is going to certainly pick up in intensity as the day moves forward. We've temps in the low and mid 20s throughout much of the state, but the wind gusts again have been pretty impressive, up to 44 miles an hour in Kent, 1 to 36 miles an hour, Middlebury there. So we could see these gusts again up to perhaps 40 to 50 miles an hour. So in fact, on Futurecast, wind gusts as we step you through this afternoon by 1 o'clock, say between 35 and 45 miles an hour. As we head toward and through the evening hours, that's when we could get these gusts between, say, 40 to 50. Perhaps even 55 miles an hour. So as Melissa outlined, say between noon and 8, really the peak of this storm. And then the wind is still going to be with us tonight into early tomorrow morning. But as we head through tonight and tomorrow, at least the precipitation becomes lighter, scattered, and as well could see a little wintry mix or some rain mixing in. That's why totals will not be as great for coastal southeast Connecticut, but heading farther west and inland, 8 to 12 inches for a good part of Connecticut, say along and west of Route 8, especially throughout communities along the New York border. We could see totals between 10 and 15 inches of snow, with maybe even some locally higher amounts.
All right, thanks, Mark. We'll check out some of the impacts. We're talking gusty winds, road conditions. Well, we've already been talking about how tough go it is out there right now. So again, that's only going to get worse over time. Power outages a concern when you factor in the heavy snow and the winds. And we mentioned that coastal flooding concern also. Here's a live look outside now from our Hartford iCam. You can see the visibility is greatly reduced. Snow coming down, 22 degrees, winds out of the north at 13. And boy, that snow sure has picked up in intensity in Old Saybrook. And you can't see across the sound as you could a little while ago. So heavy snow and gusty winds there. Torrington, you're not looking as bad. Visibility a little bit better. Snow certainly in the parking lots and on the side roads. And New Haven, heavy rain, strong winds, northeast winds at 21 miles per hour. It is currently 28 degrees. And a check of the airport, lighter snow up that way, 22 degrees. But the winds, boy, out of the north at 20 miles per hour right now. And even Middletown, you can see that visibility is reduced. Tough to see the Aragoni Bridge in the distance there. And traffic seems to be going along slowly along the Route 9 corridor. And we've got some white streets here, not blacktop, but white streets from Waterbury. All right, visibility is reduced all across the state, but especially from Chester to Groton to New Haven and Bridgeport, the 95 corridor especially, also 84. So hopefully you're at home waiting out the storm and not traveling out in it. It's also cold. Temperatures are in the 20s, but it feels a lot colder when you do factor in the winds. The winds sustained are anywhere from 20 to 22 miles an hour and higher gusts than that, making it feel even colder. It feels like 7 right now in Salisbury, 5 in Torrington. So here's a wider look at the storm. You can see that the snow is filling in. We've got those heavy snow bands in southern Connecticut, and it's even darker shades of blue across Long Island Sound and Long Island. That's all heading in our direction as this area of low pressure intensifies and continues to throw moisture our way. So we are not out of it for quite some time. In fact, you'll see that here on Futurecast. Notice how that steady blue just picks up in intensity right through the afternoon and evening. And there may be some mixing later on tonight, again, in parts of southeastern Connecticut along the shoreline communities. And then shortly after 11 and midnight, the precipitation really winds down. We'll still have some spotty rain and snow showers overnight, but nothing too, not too much to accumulate, to add on to our accumulation, I should say. That's going to be the case off and on throughout the day tomorrow. Some rain showers, some snow showers, lots of clouds, and that wind will still be up throughout the day tomorrow. So here's a look at your 7-day forecast. As we get through tomorrow, then Wednesday, we see some improvement. Breezy, lots of clouds, 32 degrees. I think Thursday's the pick of the week with some sunshine, a high in the upper 30s to near 40. We're tracking some rain for Friday. Saturday at this point looks dry, and there could be another storm system around here on Sunday with could be some rain and snow. We're going to keep you posted on that over time.